It's a land of outlaws and loneliness. And by the way, it's breathtaking. Today on At Your Leisure, we are off to Wayne County on the trail of Butch Cassidy and the Hole in the Rock gang.
Then what does Hawaii and Wayne County have in common? Zach. He's been to both of them. He wraps up his adventure to the Aloha State.
Plus, it's the senatorial debate question all of us outsiders would love to ask. The answer comes as we hike with Jenny Wilson and her dad.
And how do you make a 38-inch tire fit into a 32-inch wheel well? At Your Leisure's next.
Welcome to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are out in eastern Wayne County. This is that big stretch of land that I have never been to and have always wanted to come out here. And there is a lot of land.
Oh, it's spectacular. The scenery is just over the top, and we are so blessed to live in the state of Utah.
This is true. And I wonder why they decided to put 24 or Highway 191 where they did, because this is a spectacular scene.
No, really, I can't even believe as long as you've been in this business, you haven't been out here.
This is true. Now, we're out here with a group of elected officials from around the state. They are trying to develop this area, put a visitor center, a historical museum in Hanksville, get people to stop, stay, and spend a little time coming out to explore this area. And so this field trip that we're tagged along on, that's what it's all about.
So let's go check it out.
If you ever forget how big this country really is, you need to head out east from Highway 24, bound for the Green River. Rhea grew up among the cornfields of Illinois, where the day starts early and the sky dominates the landscape. But it's a single landscape. The thing about this area is that at every bend, you are in a different world, and a beautiful one at that. From badlands to towering hoodoos, the hardscrabble landscape is like a treasure chest, holding 1,000 secrets of a different time, like coming home.
When you say home, I mean all this country from Hanksville to Lake Powell now, which was originally just the Colorado River, and all the way back to Green River and into western Colorado. That's home to me.
We grew up with outlaws, and we consider the outlaws to be Robin Hood-like.
To hear some of the stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, yeah, it's mind-boggling to think of all the things that have happened out here with our ancestors and those that settled this area.
Of course, our grandmother, Edna Gibbons Ecker, played hopscotch with Butch Cassidy and used $5 gold pieces for their taws.
The remoteness of the area, you feel like you've stepped right back into time, into the 17th, 18th century, for sure.
You see where we've been today so far. We've covered a lot of ground, a lot of miles, and there's a lot more left to see, and a lot of miles that we're not going to cover today. You could spend days out here and I think never cross your path twice.
Bonus, this place is not only rich in scenery, but it's rich in history too.
Well, that's true. There is certainly a lot to learn about the area. I had no idea.
I know, it's amazing.
Well, right now it's time for us to shift to our travel adventure. We are going off to a place that's almost completely 100% the opposite of what we're looking at right now, as Zach Cipriano takes us to Hawaii.
I think I could move there. That cabin's been there for a really long time.
Yeah, I know, but you're also the girl who said she could sleep in a tent at the St. Anthony Sand Dunes, and that lasted all of...
Oh, I don't know, maybe an hour.
I know I won $50 over it.
Oh, forget about it.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are in eastern Wayne County, and we are out here with a group of state officials and county officials who have been working on a project to try and create a museum and cultural center in Hanksville so that they can get the artifacts that are precious off the range so they're not subject to decay and vandalism.
I think that grazing the livestock out in this desert land is as much a part of our heritage and our history as the orchards in Capitol Reef National Park that they're preserving. That's part of who we are.
You don't think this exists. When you're driving between Green River and Hanksville, this kind of a little oasis out here with lots of history.
One thing we're out here looking at today is some of this country where Butch Cassidy roamed back in the day, and trying to do an economic development project to actually take some of the places where he was here, a cabin, some memorabilia, and actually build and create a museum in Hanksville and try to create a reason why some of these millions of visitors that come to Capitol Reef National Park could continue down the road just a little ways further and actually go to Hanksville.
While the treasures found along the roads need to be preserved, the access to the roads are no less important to local leaders. A small section of National Park keeps the entire area off limits to ATVs and UTVs.
We have some people that like to come out here and do jeeping and do different things that are handicapped. We had one at our meeting last night, and he has a big issue with these roads not being open to areas that he wants to get to, that other people want to hike to, but he wants to get as far away as he can get because he's in a wheelchair. He drives a Jeep and takes care of himself, but he would like to come out here and spend more time and get to more locations than what he can do just by driving by.
It's access for everyone, not just for the healthy. Everyone needs to have access to it.
Oh my gosh!
Say hi, that's all. Say hi.
Listen, you're the best cowboy in this county. I'm telling you.
So if you
Look at this.
if,
Isn't he
if,
awesome?
if you come
I
out
like
here
his
to
belt.
Wayne County, you are likely to run across genuine, real Western cowboys right down to the spurs. Look at this.
People. That's why I come over here and say hello.
All right.
Hey, well, we got to see the spurs.
I love the spurs.
Look at that.
Look at those babies. Oh yeah.
This guy shows up
That's
to
what I'm
work
talking
every
about.
day with spurs.
Right there. You get people in line with those.
It's because the wind blows so hard up here, you gotta have something to weight you down so you just don't blow away.
You gotta have something to keep you in your saddle.
Yes,
There,
ma'am.
I get
there
it.
you go.
Thanks for coming by.
You're welcome.
Half of Wayne County does not have any paved roads in it, from Hanksville to the east, a full entire half. And you've got that opportunity to get out there and explore it and look the kind of people you'll run across. They live out here.
I know, it's shameful, and we need to start doing something about it.
No, we are.
All right, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna have lunch. We're gonna let you go to our trailhead adventure, and we'll be back with more of our adventure in eastern Wayne County. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out here in eastern Wayne County. We are on this big caravan with lots of government officials learning about things that can happen out here. I'm about to get assaulted, I can tell. And we found a vehicle with an At Your Leisure sticker.
Wait a minute, Chad. No, this guy won. This person won. I found this before you found it. So they won the ride fab for $400 for the ATVs. Okay, the person you saw, you're gonna have to wait another week. But this guy won, so give us a call at 801-947-8888 and claim that prize. Now let's go take a look at next week's show.
Looks like next week's show is going to be an extremely good show here on At Your Leisure. One reminder, September 27th, we've got an event for you. It's the Halloween Howl in Paiute County. We're going to be down there, and you'll want to be along for this ride. It's a lot of fun. Check this out. We're at the end of this is called the Flint Overlook, and there is a gnarly road that runs all the way down this draw. Would you do it?
Heck no, there is a guy down there in his Jeep doing it though. It's pretty impressive.
This would be one of those things.
Do you go down?
I'm getting out, I'm gonna walk, and I'd have to pick her up at the bottom.
No, our guide said you should go down, but I wouldn't advise you trying to come back up.
Yeah. Anyway, we've proven today that even if you've lived in the state all your life, even if you're like us and you've traveled everywhere, there's still adventure around every bend because we've never been out here before.
That's right, you just gotta get out there and create your own adventure.
at your leisure. All right, let's get up with the crowd before we're lost out here.